The Blount Island cargo ship fire was a serious event that attracted great attention due to the extent of the fire and its impact. When the fire broke out, a large cargo ship was anchored in the harbor, suddenly burst into a fierce fire. The fire quickly spread throughout the ship, turning it into a giant fireball in the middle of the ocean. Columns of black smoke rose so high that they could be seen from a great distance, obscuring the surrounding sky. A large number of firefighters were mobilized, including land-based fire teams and sea rescue teams. They had to use specialized equipment such as water hoses and snow foam to try to control the fire. However, the firefighting work encountered many difficulties due to weather conditions and the complexity of the fire. The ship contained many flammable goods, causing the fire to flare up more strongly. The fire not only caused great material damage, but also posed a serious risk of environmental pollution. What remained after the fire was extinguished was a scene of devastation with the ship burned to the ground, causing great loss to both the ship owner and those involved. The house fire took place in a horrifying scene as the fire suddenly flared up and quickly engulfed the entire structure. The house, once a safe and cozy shelter, now turned into a living torch, with red flames licking every wall, roof, and furniture inside. The crackling sound of burning wood, along with the panicked cries for help from the trapped people, made the scene even more horrifying. Firefighters quickly arrived at the scene, and firefighters, regardless of danger, rushed into battle with the fire. Powerful water hoses were sprayed on the fire from many directions, but the fire showed no signs of abating, as the house contained many flammable materials. The water jets from the hoses were just like small drops of water before the terrible power of the fire. Black smoke billowed up, obscuring the sky, creating a gloomy scene. After hours of effort, the fire was finally brought under control, but all that remained was a pile of ashes and charred iron frames. The house that had once held so many memories was now a pile of rubble, leaving behind an irreparable pain and loss for the survivors. The scene will forever haunt those who witnessed it, as a reminder of the devastation caused by fire. The container truck, loaded with goods, suddenly caught fire fiercely, with red flames and billowing black smoke rising high, covering the sky. The fire quickly engulfed the entire front of the truck, turning the container into a giant fireball in the middle of the highway, forcing all surrounding vehicles to stop and keep a safe distance. The sound of fire truck sirens blared loudly in the air, adding to the tension of the situation. Firefighters quickly arrived, but it was difficult to approach the fire due to the terrible heat and the risk of explosion from the containers inside. Firefighters fought tirelessly, spraying water and firefighting foam from many directions to control the fire. But the fire continued to rage. The huge fire not only caused heavy damage to the container, but also obstructed traffic on the entire route. Vehicles behind had to line up, while black smoke and acrid smell permeated the air, causing many people to feel panic and anxiety. After hours of struggle, the fire was finally extinguished, but the container was left as a charred, twisted pile of metal. The scene of devastation and the smell of smoke still haunts witnesses, leaving a deep impression of a horrific fire on the highway.